Hey folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. So we got us another project going on, and they involve this little pile of junk. These are two of the same kind of lawnmowers that I took some parts off of. I took the front drive systems off both lawnmowers, and I cut the front fork and wheel and handlebar assembly off this bicycle because we are going to make a little electric scooter. Here's the handlebars and wheel. Here are the two transmissions. Okay, so we're gonna make us we're gonna use these two little transmissions to make us a drive system for the wheels, and that'll be our steering. Let's piece this thing together, and I'll let my vision unfold through the camera. Too much to explain. Hey folks, so we're up here at B&B, my favorite hardware store in Florida, and we have to get some bearings. This is going to be the axle for the drive system, and I need to see if I can find some bearings that will fit it. Then we're going to run up to Harbor Freight and see if I can find some wheels to use for the drive. All right, let's get going. So look here, we got pulleys. Got some bearings up here. I forgot my pipe. Go back down and get my pipe. All right, folks, so we've got our bearings. All right, and we had to buy a axle. Nice chunk of steel there. It's 3/4 inch axle. Bearings fit on like so, and then this will be the housing. This will be the housing for the battery. For the bearing. Go in like so. All right, and it's aluminum, so I can weld it to the aluminum frame. All right, so now we're at Harbor Freight, and we're gonna pick out some wheels. All right, so let me figure out what's going to be best for the job here. Hey folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. Okay, so this is day 2 of the electric cart build, and so far we have been working on the axle. It's going to connect like so. It's going to connect like so, but I'm going to make a coupling for it. These are the tires and wheels that I bought for it. These are bearings that came from B&B, and we've got to weld the bottom frame pan together, which is going to be this part of this aluminum right here. So let's get started. Hello folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. We are working on the transaxle of the cart for myself. And so far this is what we've got done. I used pins to link the transaxle from the lawnmower to the 3/4 inch axle to the wheel. I've got the axle brackets welded on, kind of tacked on actually, and weld them later. So this one here we got to cut and do the whole same kind of linkage there. And this transaxle from the lawnmower will sit where this one is, but right here. All right, so this is the transaxle engineering as we go type scenario. All right, folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida, and we are on day 4 of the old man cart build. I want to explain why I'm building this thing. I love to go to car shows and swap meets, and you know, 58 years old, and I can't walk as far as I'd like to because my back begins to hurt. And this thing here will give me the ability to enjoy myself more on these walks, at these swap meets and huge car shows. It's hell getting old, but the price of these things are like anywhere from $600 to $1,000, and if you find one used, it's usually because the batteries are dead or whatever. So I'm just gonna make it. So far I got about $100 in it. I've got all this aluminum from my business that I used to have, and I'm just gonna fabricate this thing and cheap as possible, and it'll work good. I'm pretty sure these drills will do the job. It's independent transaxle type system. This drill powers this wheel. This drill powers that wheel. These are both geared exactly this. Both these transmissions are geared the same ratio. So I had the camera down. This drill will power this wheel. This drill powers this wheel. All right, so let's get started. All right, folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. We have made great progress today on the old man cart that I'm going to use for the car shows and swap meets. I'm really happy with it. It's a little flimsy, but it will be reinforced once I run. I'm going to run 2 square tubings from here to here and here to here, and the seat will be right here. May have to put some 45s right here. So I'm gonna cross it with some 1x1 square tubing, just like that, like so, and then maybe put some 45s, and I'll get a boat seat and mount it here. But this is it. Gotta make a little adjustment here. This needs to come up a little bit, so I'm gonna re-drill some holes and move this up about 2 inches because it sits elevated in the front a little bit, and I want it to sit level. So hey folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. Just got the batteries from Amazon, and look how big they look when you're this close, and the photo on Amazon is the same. Well, when you get back and look at them, they're pretty small. So I don't think they're going to be big enough for the amount of hours that I'm going to need for this thing. I'm going to charge them up and see what they do, but I'm a little disappointed. Folks, John Canode here from Ormond Beach, Florida. So the cart is a great success with one problem. I blew the transmission. These little transmissions are out of the front of a self-propelled lawnmower, and the plastic gears blew it out. I have to say that my son told me, Dad, they're not going to work. They're not going to haul a 230-pound fat man. And he was right, although it wasn't very nice. So I'll give him credit. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet a person I found on Facebook Marketplace who's got an old Snapper push self-propelled lawnmower, and they've got a steel transmission on them. 20 bucks. And I'm on my way to go get it right now. I can't tell you how happy I am. 2 transmissions. That's really what I need. All right, let's go. All right, folks, we got the transmission off of the old, worn-out Snapper classic lawnmower. We're gonna take these parts and try and engineer them to the scooter. So it's gonna be something like this. This drill up top is gonna have to have some sort of spring-loaded tension on it, and the differential or the transaxle will have be a fixed mount from the aluminum wall to this bracket right in the center there, which will hold it in place. All right, folks, we got our drive engineered. This is kind of a temporary thing. What I'm going to do is put a bolt with a stop nut to push down and tighten the belt when we have to tighten the belt. And see, it's on a pivot hinge. So we got 2 power drills. They're both wired together, wired up to a variable speed, the switch off the gun. I've got it mounted. This is the battery. I've got an idea for a bigger battery situation, but this is it. I'm gonna put it on the ground, see if it'll push my weight right now.